greenhouses can have a bad reputation. Sometimes a hydroponic system doesn't have all the nutrient value. This is actually working with the soil. You have a completely closed loop system. Can you speak to the value in the program you've developed?
Well, there's a lot of buzz about closed loop systems, and we have some aspects of that. For instance, NASA came here and looked at what we were doing for trying to feed scientists on Mars, because really what they need to do is some kind of greenhouse, but vacuum proof. What they looked at when they saw what we did here is that all the CO2 that everyone breathes out would come into the greenhouse, and the plants would give back oxygen, and that we can use the heat from the alcohol plant that's associated with this farm to power the liquid fuel needs of the science station, because it's non-toxic and emission-free. And they looked at all this and they said, gosh, we thought it would take $1 billion to get to where you are in this greenhouse. And I said, well, you know, what do you want to do? He says, well, we want you to farm on Mars, and so we want to make you the first farmer of Mars. And I thought, well, that's not something. That's a nice thing on my tombstone.
That's a great thing on your
I
tombstone.
gardened Mars.
You know, it's funny. Buckminster Fuller has that quote, "Call me Trim Tab," and he
Yes.
put that on his tombstone. I almost feel you're kind of helping to steer the food system in a completely new and sustainable direction.
Well, I am actually old enough to have been a young man when Buckminster Fuller was alive, and he and I had many conversations. And he wrote the foreword for my book on alcohol fuel, because he said this is what will save the planet, is stopping burning fossil fuels.
Wow, I did not.